Hello, everyone. Welcome to Moe'S CD Culture Show and Tell, and welcome to the second part of the greatest hits. And I'm going to start this episode with Aerosmith, and this was actually talked about today on the Professor of Rock, which is another YouTube channel I watch a lot. It's with Adam Reeder. He's called the Professor of Rock, and he talks about bands. He interviews a lot of great artists and a lot of great singers and songwriters of our time. You should check him out. So, starting with this greatest hits, of course, because again, doesn't mean I wouldn't want to get every band that I'm going to show you in this list of greatest hits. If I see their albums, I will definitely get their albums. But in the meantime, if you're not at that point ready to invest on getting the artist's complete works, then I highly suggest at least getting a greatest hits. I mean, it has all their best stuff, so you know you're gonna like it, and especially this because it has Dream On, it has Same Old Song and Dance, Sweet Emotion, which is probably my favorite song on here. The original Walk This Way, not the Run DMC version of it. The You have Lost Child, Back in the Saddle, which is another one of rockin' songs I love on this. Draw the Line, Kings and Queens, Come Together, which I believe a Beatles. It's a Beatles cover, and Remember, Walking to the Sand. I'm familiar with a lot of these songs, but this is another greatest hits I need to listen to very, very soon because it is a good one. But that represents the old stuff, the classic, hard rockin' Aerosmith. So that's why, because again, I don't have all their like regular studio albums, which I will get, but you need to have all their essential greatest hits. This only covered the first half. This here completes the second half, which of course you get. I think it's Dude. Yeah, Dude Looks Like a Lady, Angel, Ragdoll, Love in an Elevator, Janie's Got a Gun, What It Takes, The Other Side, Living on the Edge, Crying, Crazy, Deuces Are Wild, and Amazing. Again, great tracks. But you see that none of the tracks that are on this are on this. So you get both eras, both great eras of Aerosmith in just two simple little packages. And then whatever albums I get eventually, I'll cherish those. I will. So that takes care of that. Now, the next greatest hits is the Headstones. And this is fantastic. And everything is great. And basically the final track on this greatest hits is the one that I really like the most. But everything is great. You got Blowtorch, Come On, Smile and Wave. You got Cubically Contained, Unsound, Three Angels, Settle, Tweeter and the Monkey Man, When Something Stands for Nothing. Track number 10 is just titled And. A-N-D, And. 11 is It's All Over. Then you got Hearts, Love, and Honor. Track 13, Blonde and Blue. And the final track, 14, Cemetery. Go down to the cemetery looking for love. Got there and my baby was buried. Had to dig her up. I hope I don't get penalized for that. But anyway, yeah, this is a great band. Again, if I find any other albums of them, I will get them because I like their stuff. So that takes care of the Headstones. Yeah, but an essential must-have for any for any rocker. So my next, yeah, this is actually great because there's a couple of tracks on this that when I first heard them, I didn't realize they were actually from the same band. So you get the Romantics, and this is What I Like About You and Other Romantic Hits. And of course, the first track is What I Like About You. This is such a greatest hits because it has Rock You Up, When I Look in Your Eyes, Open Up Your Door, Shake a Tail Feather, the classic Talking in Your Sleep. Now, I had no idea that the same band that did What I Like About You is the same band that does Talking in Your Sleep. Like, classic great songs, but like I had no idea because Talking in Your Sleep is awesome. Then you got One in a Million, Test of Time, A Night Like This, and Tell It to Carrie. It's fantastic mix. So again, I suggest again like all greatest hits. If you don't know what to get first, like from like of their studio albums, figure it out with a greatest hits. And then the last greatest hits is a classic. It's a classic progressive band, and I love progressive music. My favorite band's Tool, so I'm into that progressive music. And on a very near, maybe in the next month or so, I'm going to be doing Rush, which is another one of my very favorite progressive, bands. But I'm talking now about the Alan Parsons Project. This is the collection. And this has some fantastic stuff, too, if you're into that kind of music. Now, I love stuff like this. I love stuff like Yes, King Crimson, Genesis, all those progressive rock bands, and even bands like Pink Floyd, which I don't have, and some of those other bands I mentioned I don't have, but not like I wouldn't because they're fantastic works. But and look, if you can see, it's like dark red on black, so it's kind of hard to read. So I'm gonna give my best bet. I got my trusty magnifying glass because my eyesight is not the best. So, but you start with Sirius, and then it flows right into Eye in the Sky, which is probably one of my favorite songs of them. Then you get Mama Gamma, which is an instrumental, and I love their instrumentals. I think they're so underrated. And as a progressive band, they're underrated. I wouldn't want to be like you, which is a fantastic song. Some Other Time, In the Lap of the Gods, Lucifer, Nothing Left to Lose, which is another fantastic classic track. Silence and I, which is so sweet and beautiful. Old and Wise, and I love the video for Don't Answer Me. It was one of the very first tracks that I really fell in love with the Alan Parsons Project. It's the track that really got me, because when you're a kid watching Much Music here in Canada, and you see that Don't Answer Me, Don't Break the Silence, it's like, and that video is just so charming and so like beautiful. Yeah, it gets you hooked on stuff, and I would get more. I would actually want to get their albums eventually. So then you get Hawkeye, then What Goes Up, which is another one of my personal favorites on here. Days Are Numbered, beautiful. This is the Traveler part of it. Then Gemini and Psychobabble. And yeah, this is a fantastic collection. I would urge people, and there's even better greatest hits collection than this. This is just the basics. It was a decent price. I picked it up brand new, so yeah. So that concludes this episode of Moe'S CD Culture Show and Tell. I really hoped you enjoyed everything. So please, again, have a good day, evening, night, wherever you may be. Take care. Be safe, everyone. I'll see you on the flip side. Have a good one. Bye.